All right, welcome back to the File Center Intermediate Training. This is module number 18. We're talking about Windows Search during this module. This is a follow-up really to the Windows indexing that we had just covered in module 17. So the agenda here is we're going to talk about what Windows Search is. We're going to go over the search menu, the searching of drawers, and then searching folders and files. So probably isn't going to be really complex here. It's real simplistic stuff. Okay, so when it comes to Windows Search, basically every user can search within Windows Search. The search engine that's built into newer versions of Windows basically is what you're looking at here. Now, if you are using Windows XP, you'll probably have to download and install Windows Desktop Search, which is actually available for free from Microsoft. But it is probably about that time to start getting upgraded from XP to a newer operating system. I know that Microsoft probably isn't going to be, or is not supporting that any further. So Windows Search is a really robust search engine that's also very simple to use. And one of the key advantages of using Windows Search, and the reason why we recommend it, is that new files and file changes get indexed immediately. So basically, as soon as you create a new file or you edit something, it's available for searching right away. Okay, and so that's one of the big reasons behind the power of the Windows Search. So when we start talking about like the search window, File Center or search menu, File Center basically has a dedicated search tab that you can use to really run large-scale searches. By that, what we mean here is that searches of multiple cabinets or even your entire file cabinet. So if we were to hop over into File Center, what I'm talking about when we're talking about that dedicated search tab, that's up here on the top. When I click on that search option here, then basically I have all of these different options. I can come in and say what I'm searching for. So if I was looking for Mitch, like what we were looking at before in the Windows indexing, I can type in that. I can also select what type of information I'm looking for. You know, is it a Word file, a PDF? What is it? You know, file type. I can really get down to the nitty-gritty here on some of those different things. I can also come in and put that here as well. I can put a date range that I might want to look for as well, so I can say, hey, everything that was yesterday, whether it was modified or it was created by that day, and so I can come in and really go into detail there. Okay, and then you can also come in and search off of your whole hard drive, so it doesn't even have to be within File Center for you to search on it through the Windows Search inside of File Center. Now, most of the time you're going to be searching on the cabinets that you've got stored inside of your system. And so you'll have a list of all of your cabinets, so you'll see the client's cabinet that I have here selected. And then I just come up here and I click on the search item, search icon. And really, so what before we saw that indexing error that showed up basically saying that that information hadn't been indexed. Well, now I can actually see everything has been indexed. And so if I was coming into that file and I wanted to search for that particular document, I could now come up here and click on locate, and that will take me directly to the file itself. I don't have to go out and do a search. Obviously you can see here that it shows the file path of where the information is being stored. So I can see everything here, but once I actually click on the file or folder that I'm looking for and I click on locate, it performs the search for me and then brings me directly to that file, and then I've got that document right here in front of me, so that way I can do whatever I need to do from here. Okay, so just at that point, I mean, here's that document. I can see the preview of it, and I've got access to that file right away. So that's the power of that search menu. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and pause the video. I want you to go ahead and perform a couple of searches there. You could even be more specific. I'll give you one more example here. Let's say that, for instance, I said I'm looking for Mitch and I'm looking for 2018. You'll see that that just narrowed the search down from 11 results down to 2. And so you can come in there and put some criteria in there. You can say and or so you can do some of those different things to perform your search. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, and we'll catch you on the next section of the search. All right, hopefully you had some good success looking for files and had some fun there. Now, we're going to be talking now about searching on drawers. Now, more often than probably going in and doing that major search, you're probably going to just search right directly in that particular cabinet. So, for example, if you have a drawer with dozens of folders and hundreds and thousands of files, you really might be able to just get to that file faster just by searching the current drawer. So when we're coming into File Center again here, when we're on that Manage tab, we're going to see all of our drawers. And so it's easy enough that we can just come right up here to this little search window here and type in Mitch, and it'll come in and it'll find that for us. So if I wanted to come in and even say Arctic Cat, you know, it comes in and it does that search for me and it brings me right to it. Now, if I'm on the Mitch Miller file and I wanted to come in and look for some information, you'll see right here in the file view that there's another search button. And when I click on that search button, it allows me to come in, and again, I could come in right from here and just hit search for Mitch. I can say I'm searching the entire cabinet, or I'm selecting just that particular location. So that's where you can get more granular down into, you know, the information where you have selected. So if I came in here and performed the search Mitch, you'll still see here's those two files. I can click on that file, click on this file, and I can see everything that I need to see. Okay, and so just like that, I can come in, I can find everything, and have that all the information at my fingertips. Now, I personally, in most cases, I can go directly to my drawer and find a file probably much faster than going to the main search tab and doing a search there, just because of the way that we have completely organized the file system inside of File Center. So when I talked earlier about things like file naming or the folder templates, if you have a way that you're organizing them, you can go in and find that information very quickly just by coming in and doing a search here. But that's just another option that you have. Now again, you can also bring it right into searching on folders and files. And so again, when you're coming into that same view that we were just looking at, we kind of covered it already, but you can search off of the drawers, you can search off of folders here, and then you can search for files as well as the folders. And so you can come in, directly come in, say entire cabinet, click search, and you're going to see folders and files. And but this just makes everything very robust in the way that you're going in and doing that. Now, this is all Windows Search. This is based off of the Windows indexing that we talked about in that previous version, or the previous module, in Module 17. We're going to be in the advanced modules talking about DT search, which is another way of searching for things that are not Windows based. And so you'll want to catch that too, just in case you might not have a Windows server. You might have some other kind of file server that runs on a different type of operating system. And so you'll want to catch that as we go through it. It'll have a little bit more detail of how you can go in and perform the search on those systems that don't have Windows Server or a Windows search capability. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap up. We'll catch you on the next training.